Hi traders, you are all welcome to another edition of Weekly Forex Forecast on FXless Trading School, which is for 31st of May to 4th of June, year 2021. In this week, I'm going to share with you some list of currency pairs I have on my watch list should in case of breakout of trade opportunities next week. If today is your first time viewing my YouTube channel, you are welcome. And then do not forget to subscribe to the channel as well hit on the notification bell, so whenever I release additional content of this kind, you're gonna be the first to be notified. Also remember, trading is a high risk and a high reward investment. Therefore, it's advisable you know what you are doing and then risk smartly. Here are the list of currency pairs I am watching out for next coming week. I have the British pound sterling paired against the USD. I have the euro paired against the USD. I have the USD paired against the Canadian dollars. I have the New Zealand paired against the Japanese yen. I have the New Zealand paired against the Swiss. And then we're going to wrap up our analysis with the XAU paired against the USD or the gold. So let's dive into the weekly forex forecast right now. The first currency pair on our watch list is the British pound sterling paired against the USD. We can see this currency pair is still on its bullish aggressive rally, and the next key level structure the bulls are going to be willing to break out is the key level structure which acts at the price level of the 1.42413. If the bulls can successfully break out of this level next week, then that suggests the next potential key level structure the bulls are going to be willing to retest would act at the price level of the 1.47902. But before the bulls can be able to retest this structure right here, then it means the bulls have a long way to go on this no rally right here. Alternatively, next week, if the bulls should fail, whereby they fail to break out of this key level structure of the 1.4243, then the next potential key level support the bears are going to be willing to retest is the key level support which acts at a price level of the 1.39992, which was a support for price right here, likewise right here as a resistance structure, and the right here as a resistance structure. We can as well tag this level right here as a neckline of this inverse head and shoulder formation we got right here. For the kind of formation I can figure out on this pattern structure right here, I still support a more bullish sentiments on this currency pairs next coming week. However, that doesn't mean you have to buy high this currency pairs. I think it's better to look out if price can make a pullback to make another swing high-low structure like we did got right here, a high-low swing structure, high-low swing structure before you can go long on this currency pairs. Alternatively, if price doesn't offer that opportunity, I think it's better to wait to see how price is going to react to the key level resistance. Maybe it's going to serve as a new support for price, or maybe as a valid resistance for a projection downward next week. The next currency pairs on our watch list is the euro paired against the USD. We got a kind of a megaphone formation pattern right here. However, this is not my kind of pattern formation, but we can see the rally right here is still on a bullish interest or movement, and we can see how the key level structure which acts at the price level of the 1.21762 is actually acting as a support for price. We can see Friday bar, the bar right here turned into a dragonfly bar, which does suggest a bullish interest. You can see the structure right here by the rejection of the pin bar right here. Likewise, you can target this as a gravestone bar, serve as a resistance structure, likewise right here as a resistance structure right here. So this level structure right here is gradually giving us a validation. This is a potential support level for the the choppy market we got right here. So for the kind of formation we got right here, for the kind of setup of price action we got right here, I still support a more bullish sentiments on this currency pairs next coming week. We can as well tag this level right here as a high low swing. There's a low shadow of this formation right here, likewise right here as a high low, and then right here as a high low. So there's a more potential interest for the bulls to move this currency pairs next week to the next key level resistance, which would act at the price level of the 1.23486. Alternatively, if the bearish is setting, whereby they ensure a daily close of bearish bar below this key level structure right there, it does suggest this bar right here, this dragonfly is gradually turning into a failure swing bar formation. Then don't be surprised if the bears pull price downward to retest once again the dynamic resistance structure of this mega form pattern we got right here. So next week I'm still looking up for a more bullish move rally on this currency pair. The next currency pairs on our watch list is the USD pair against the Canadian dollar. I haven't been discussing about this currency pairs for some weeks now due to the fact this currency pair is on a strong bearish aggressive rally, and I have been using this opportunity to hold a lot of long position on the US oil. So there's kind of formation I want to share with you based on the monthly chart frame. So let's switch to the monthly chart frame of the USD pair against the Canadian dollar. So here comes the monthly chart frame of the USD pair against the Canadian dollar. We can see right here we got a double top formation, and then we all know a double top formation is an implication of a bearish interest building up. This is the neckline we got right here. This neckline right here, this was the first support structure we got, that was in the year 2015, and likewise right here that was almost in the year 2017. And then right now price is currently trading at the price level of the 1.20625, which was the support for price. So this is the third time price gonna be reacting at this key level structure. And then next coming month we have to pay close attention to this structural formation level right here. If the bears can successfully break out of this key level support, and then whereby the boost fail to defend this level structure right here, it does has a lot of positive implication on the US oil. It does means there's high tendency for the US oil to skyrocket next month, or maybe to the end of this year, even to the next year 2022. So I'm gonna focus my attention on this currency pairs, and I'm gonna apply this utilize this analysis right here to make a judgment on my investment on the US oil. So if you are selling the USD pair against the Canadian dollar, you have to be very careful. There's a kind of a level whereby you have to trade your profit, or maybe work out with your profit. And then if you want to sell right here, I'm gonna advise you not to sell low, and then instead you have to be very careful at this level structure right now. So this is based on my personal opinion. Once again, I'm gonna keep track of these currency pairs, and then I'm gonna implement the analysis right here as well to get out more information about my investment on the US oil market. The next currency pairs on our watch list is the New Zealand pair against the Japanese yen. I won't waste much of time on this currency pairs because I have given analysis on this currency pairs for more than 2 weeks ago, and I share with you guys where I got into a long position right here. And then this is just a quick update for those who have been following my analysis. So I'm still holding on to my long position on this currency pairs. We can see the bullish rally is still on the move. And then I stated if you want to apply your stop loss at this level structure right here, I say it's very risky. As a swing trader, the best zone to have your stop loss, I stated maybe that was 2 weeks ago, is at this structural formation right here. So right now I still have my stop loss at this level structure right here, that is to break even structure. So I'm still expecting more bullish move on these currency pairs. So next week, the next potential key level structure the bulls are going to be willing to retest would act at the price level of the 81.579. Alternatively, next week, if the bear should step in, whereby they pull price downward, the bulls have to defend the key level structure of the 79.090. And failure for the bulls to defend this key level structure, which suggests a more bearish downward rally to come. And then this would gradually invalidate the pattern formation we got right here. So next week, I see support a more bullish sentiment on these currency pairs. The next currency pairs on our watch list is the New Zealand pair against the switch. We can see from the breakout of this symmetrical pattern right here, we got a aggressive bullish rally. Right here, we got a bearish channel. We can as well tag this right here as a kind of a bullish flag. So if you miss an opportunity in trading, if you can exercise patience, there's a lot of unlimited opportunity which is gonna still come your way. So it's all about patience. So if you miss the opportunity on the New Zealand pair against the Japanese yen, here comes another opportunity for you, that is on the New Zealand pair against the switch. So next week, focus your attention right here, and then watch out to see how price is going to react to this key level structure right here. If price can again carve maybe a high-low swing right here, whereby the bulls retest this dynamic structure right here and then break out and then give a validation of this structure, turn into a new support structure right here, then it's a good no buy setup. Alternatively, next week, if they be able to set in whereby they push price downward, the bulls still have to defend these key level supports, which acts at the price level of the 0.64263. And the failure for the bulls to defend this key level structure, this will suggest a more bearish rally to come to retest the dynamic support node of this channel right here. So if you're a price action trader, focus your attention to this structural formation right here. We can see we got a nice build up of a flash. If you call it a bearish channel, fine. The most important aspect right there is you should know the technical implication of this setup right here. So next week, if the bulls should set in whereby they ensure a strong bullish close of price above this dynamic structure right here, they still have to clear off this high structure we got right here. This is the resistance structure we got right there. Likewise right there, we can see right there as a short medium of support for price right here. And this level will act at a price that is the intersection of the 0.665/0.660. So the bulls have to break out of this structure right here before we can be sure this is the new bullish rally on this pattern setup right here. So look out for a strong bullish price action signal right here before you go long if you want to go long on these currency pairs. It's time we wrap up analysis with the gold market. So here is the weekly chart of the gold, the weekly chart. So we can see right from this structure swing low right here, we got a strong bullish move, we got a bullish flash, and then which led into a more aggressive bullish rally on the gold. Right now, we got another repetition of formation, which we got right there now at this structure right here. And this pattern right there, it's another potential bullish flash, and this suggests there's a more bullish interest rally to come on in the market of the gold. So no wonder why investors are dumping the crypto market, dumping Bitcoin, and then gradually venturing into the gold market right now. So the next potential key level structure we got to pay close attention to on the chart, and that is on the market of the gold, is a price level of the 1959.201. This was a resistance structure for price right here, likewise right here, and a series of rejection right there. So that's a very important key level structure we got to pay close attention to, that is in the market of the gold. And then if the bulls can successfully make their way up to this structural formation right here, if the bulls can successfully break out of this key level structure right here, then there's a high tendency for the price of gold to skyrocket in the remaining months of the year 2021. So that is if the best didn't come in right here to defend such action right there. So this is why I'm saying there's a high tendency for the price of gold to skyrocket, because if you should view what we got right here, we got a kind of a lot of bullish bear technical setup right here, as well. We can tag the structure right here as a low right here, likewise right there as a lower low, and then right here we can tag this level right there as a neckline for a double bottom formation structure right here. So there's a lot of technical pattern, technical setup supporting a more bullish sentiment on the price, or that is on the market of the gold. So I am focusing my attention on the market of gold and to see how I can grab this opportunity, what is actually trying to play on. So let's check on the daily chart frame of the gold as well. So here comes the daily chart frame of the chart of the gold. We can see the bearish channel, and then we can see the breakout right there. So this was actually happened on the chart of the gold based on the daily chart frame. You can see right there, price tested this zone, and then price found the rejection structure right there, which we can tag right there. In fact, a high-low swing. We got a high-low swing right here. We got a high-low swing right there. We got a double bottom formation with right there. So there's a lot of build up of bullish sentiment on the chart of the gold. So this is why I'm focusing my attention to see how I can grab this opportunity for a long-term investment on the gold. So this is all I have for you in this weekly Forex forecast. Thank you so much for watching this Forex forecast from the beginning to the end. I really appreciate your time, and do not forget to like this video, put a comment down, subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well hit on the notification bell, so whenever I release additional content of this kind, you're gonna be the first to be notified. So just have a wonderful weekend ahead. Peace.